Lloyd Shaw from Train here again, give you a bit of a talking to about piriformis muscle. This is a little muscle here, runs into your hip bone, just into your pelvic floor there. Now usually your upper glute and lower glute covers this muscle completely so you can never see it. But it can play havoc with pretty much your entire midsection. Everything from your upper thigh up until your lower belly. Everything in this area here can be pretty much ruined with your flexibility, and how you function can be ruined if this muscle gets inflamed. How it gets inflamed is quite simple. Just be alive for a certain period of time and it's going to get inflamed. And if you exercise on concrete or generally try and move and look after yourself, it's also going to get angry and it's going to inflame. So when it inflames, what happens is it gets short and bulky and pulls on here and pulls on here very tightly, causing the hip bone there to feel sore. How it feels to a human being is it feels like someone is grabbing your gluteus maximus quite hard or quite tight. Sometimes for some people it feels like someone's getting a thumb and pushing them the whole time. Now here the problem is, most people try and massage this muscle using a tennis ball, or sometimes if you're a bit hardcore, maybe a golf ball or a hockey ball. The problem is it's underneath two very extraordinary large muscles. You may have to part the muscle and then get into that and then try and massage it directly hard enough to collapse the spasm. And this happens pretty simply. If you heat up a muscle, it gets nice and hot, the light spasm that's passing through it, called the myotic reflex, will eventually collapse. Plenty of ways to do this. Drugs, obviously. Some drugs will collapse spasms. Acupuncture into the muscle, where they go through and deliberately cut the muscle enough to collapse the spasm. Of course, we're trying to use deep tissue massage. Again, we go back to the problem of people trying to sit on, say, a tennis ball and wondering why they can't do any real work to the piriformis muscle. Unless you're about 140 or 150 kg, you have no chance of working your way past the upper glute and the lower glute and hitting that muscle hard enough to cause the muscle spasm to collapse. So, Train's hardcore version of the piriformis massage. Hockey balls, steel plate, solid rubber. This thing weighs about 10 kg. Okay, it has a non-skip surface on here. All we do is slide it forward, sit on the machine here. I walk through, place those hockey balls right on my upper glute, just to the lower end of my upper glute, and then put my toes up here where it says toes on the walls, and I end up in this position where I'm nicely balanced, and these balls are sitting right in the gap between my upper glute and lower glute. Now I haven't managed to separate them yet because the ball is just sitting on top of those very large, strong muscles. So I turn the machine on, and with this machine producing 1,200 kilograms of force, it's going to part those muscles very quickly and go straight into, straight into the piriformis muscle and massage it 43 times a second. This machine is moving, so over 2,500 massages directly into the piriformis muscle in 1 minute. Most people do 2 or 3 minutes if they have a real problem.